In practice, Hedera Hashgraph is a mid-tier coin with the ticker Hbar, with a current value of 0.05566 and a market capitalization of 1,797,861,382 digital currencies. Essentially have genuinely long passed the point of being a toy for tech nerds, opportunists, and obscure sellers these days. It's a resource class that is significantly directed and surprisingly embraced as lawful delicate and in every practical sense huge way some in every practical sense huge speculation. Banks even gain Hedera Hashgraph and other digital forms of money as a group to safeguard their resources under administration on against the running expansion that significantly handicaps the conventional monetary business sectors. Now is the time to for the most part uncover our short mid and kind of long-haul expectation of the advancements on the Hbar market that truly rely on the readings of our kind of extraordinary crypto unpredictability. Hedera Hashgraph is priced at 0.05566. While the coin at this point all around that truly matters ends up at 34th spot in the overall exquisite situating. The said situating is evaluated in light of the asset's exceptionally present worth that particularly is copied by continuous business area capitalization. A condition essentially is applied all through all financial business areas in a subtle way. Our organization constantly screens any movements in these three districts so our clients truly get the main datum on July 29th. The price of Hedera Hashgraph was generally at 0.051966 near the end of the trading period, during which the price change kind of amounted to 4.00, which is truly massive. 7 days earlier on July 30th Hbar expressly was regarded at 0.048304 and that plans that the price has in every useful sense since then. The market part spread out the expense of Hedera Hashgraph at 0.045190 a month earlier on July 31st. As such, the coin genuinely has made a 23.18 move to generally show up at its on a very basic level present standings in a generally critical way. Regardless, as of now figured out the expense of Hedera Hashgraph isn't the main genuinely factor that we essentially consider while making the expense assumption, or so they genuinely thought. It makes two overall have a particularly clear viewpoint on where the market is heading, or so they all thought. The assessment of market capitalization from a genuine perspective conveys pretty identical importance in both computerized money and traditional business areas in a simple way. Indeed, a comparative mathematical system is used to conclude the truly overall position and distinction of modernized assets and stocks, for example, particularly rather than changes in market capitalization, are unquestionably certain to be in general negative all around. That truly matters are additionally normal for how the said market could fundamentally be going, as well as the assets truly potential for making gains or posting mishaps in both particularly short and sort of long stretch perspectives. This particular remarkable metric is generally employed to estimate the strength of Hedera Hashgraph in comparison to the rest of the digital money industry, the advancements in which may also give hints at its upcoming presentation. Despite popular belief, we generally duplicate the circling to determine the current market capitalization of Hbar in every practical sense. Supply the boundary that will by and large be in a sort of major way starting today. The market capitalization of Hedera Hashgraph sort of stands at 1,797,861,382. In contrast to conventional thinking, which shapes the justification for actually present stance, was previously mentioned. Recently, on July 29th, Hbar had a market capitalization of 1,678,355,333. The next week, on July 30th, the market capitalization of the coin being referred to actually was reported at 1,559,623,899. Genuinely, contrary to popular belief, on July 31st, the market value of Hedera Hashgraph was estimated to be $1,429.992019, which is a very large total stock, considering the quantity of coins that fundamentally have proactively been delivered by various means, for example, mining in a sort of huge way. These digital currencies can truly be utilized either for in every way that truly matters, dynamic exchanging or putting away in financial backers' wallets or with overseers. Amazingly, this essentially metric likewise figures the coins that have fundamentally been eliminated through the interaction known as consuming, which is used to control the expansion rate truly as opposed to conventional thinking. At this point, The majority of the Hedera hash graph sort of is laid out at 50,000 bar, or so they by and large thought. In conclusion, the flowing stockpile is utilized to truly ascertain the market capitalization and for the most part evaluate the coin's ongoing remaining in the positions. It represents the overall and general measure of bar that is buy and buy exchanged across all trades barring the coins that are marked lock currently. Hedera hashgraph has a circulating quantity of 32,297,491,933 coins, demonstrating how these digital monies can be used for dynamic exchanging or saved in financial backers' wallets or with overseers lovely as opposed to mainstream thinking. Likewise, incredibly high exchanging volume normally implies that liquidity is truly streaming into that market, which shows the kind of broad premium and digital forms of money and guarantees particularly smooth execution of exchanges, which is genuinely critical. In any case, it should truly be fundamentally noticed that the information related to continuous exchanging volume isn't that much reasonable for making in every practical sense long-haul cost expectations. Bitcoin price prediction: USD gets stronger after Q2 GDP report, BTC responds to market changes. In the ever-changing world of cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin is now worth $29,270, which is a drop of nearly 1% from Friday. As the market changes, different things come into play and affect where Bitcoin goes. Grayscale's recent request that the SEC accept all Bitcoin ETFs at the same time has gotten a lot of attention and made the market even more excited. Also, BTC is having trouble because of the Bank of Japan's most recent ruling on yield curve management, which is hurting its performance. With the release of Q2 GDP numbers, the picture has changed even more. The US dollar has gotten stronger, which has affected the price of Bitcoin and taken away some of the gains made by the FOMC. Even with all of these changes, buyers and investors are still interested in how much Bitcoin will cost in the future. Grayscale asks the SEC to approve all of the Bitcoin ETFs at the same time. In the past, the Securities and Exchange Commission turned down Grayscale's ETF. So, to make sure everyone is treated fairly, Grayscale is asking for all planned spot Bitcoin exchange-traded funds, ETFs, to be approved at the same time. This would make sure that no one had an unfair edge. Grayscale has said that the latest agreements between Coinbase and spot ETF providers to share surveillance information, SSAs, are not a new idea and do not meet the SEC's rules. The Bitcoin futures market is big and is part of the Intermarket Monitoring Group, a worldwide network of exchanges that share market monitoring.